What's up, XRP family? Thank you for joining the video today. We have a lot of things to talk about. Here we have Amazon One Palm Scanner launched for secure payments. Very interesting stuff. We will also look at what Donald Trump said about Bitcoin, which is very effective to infect actually the price of Bitcoin, which is really a big talk right now. So before we head into this video, please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like the video, guys, drop your comments. Thank you very much. Let's dig in. So Amazon One Palm Scanner launched for secure payments. Very interesting stuff, because you can just see that we're heading into a new age of payments, and this is very important for us to know the future of XRP, because it will play a major role in all of these things. Amazon has announced a new payment system for real-world shops, which uses a simple wave of the hand. Its new Amazon One scanner registers an image of the user's palm, letting them pay by hovering their hand in mid-air for about a second or so, it says. So this is very interesting stuff, guys. You can see that this is a very new age of payments, where I think that Ripple and XRP will play a major role. And you can already see that other companies are also making their moves in very different systems. Now let's take a look what's going on with XRP. SEC is a threat only for XRP or for entire crypto world. Is it even dangerous? Now let's take a look actually. Like, what is this lawsuit? Why is it taking so long? Why is it so important? It's not just important for Ripple and XRP, guys. It's important for the whole cryptocurrency space. And if XRP is being regulated, it will be literally the only cryptocurrency which is regulated right now. And that is a very good thing. Ripple Labs has announced that Ripple intends to go public immediately following the dispute with the SEC, which is another big thing for XRP to go even higher than $1 at the moment. So now we have some things that could actually really help with the decision on XRP being a security or not. We have two things here. Gary Gensler, the new chief of the SEC, is a crypto enthusiast, and experts expect that the case will soon be settled. The Securities and Exchange Commission isn't doing much to prevent or stop crypto scams and remains too focused on Ripple. Now this is a very weird thing. Why is it not focusing on the scam projects that are happening from inside the US? Like, this is one of the this has to be one of the biggest focus if they are really focused on regulation of cryptocurrency. But instead they're focusing on Ripple, a very authentic company with very good fundamentals and not even close to a scam. So it's very weird what they're doing. And well, we already know why, because they need the regulation to use XRP as the main bridge currency, and that is the most important thing right now. They cannot wait. They don't have time to wait around, and that is why it's being regulated right now. Ripple CEO Brett Garlinghouse revealed that all plans to go public are on hold until the tussle with the SEC has been resolved. And this is the only thing that we are waiting for, because if Ripple launches an IPO, it will push XRP very high, because it makes room for other investors in the company, and it will have much more liquidity, so everything will go up. Let's take a look here. The future of money, the digital currency revolution, is here and may sweep away 5,000 years of monetary history. Now, and this is exactly the reason why governments don't like Bitcoin and don't like cryptocurrency in general, because they have been sticking to one system for so many years. They cannot just flip the switch and turn it around very quickly. They are very careful with this, but they cannot stop anymore, because this is just the way forward. As I showed you with Amazon, you can pay with your hand. This is the time that we live in right now. There is a coming storm in the world of finance as governments around the world engage in a global contest to digitize their currencies. Now, this is what's really happening right now. There is literally countries who are already having a CBDC. They're already using it. So it's gonna just be a matter of time. Now let's take a look. Bank of England holds verdict on digital pound dubbed Bitcoin. Now there is something very, very good going on. Ripple is working with the Bank of England. This is even Brett Garlinghouse has said it open to the public. So, and here they say that that cryptocurrencies still have like a small in confidence. Let's take a look at what they're saying. Ensuring confidence in sterling entails the provision of safe money as a risk-free means of payment for households, businesses, and the wider financial system. And it entails the security and reliability of those payments. If a stablecoin were to fail to honor its obligations or suffer an operational failure, such as a breach of privacy, this could undermine public confidence in money and payments, and in the financial system as a whole, the paper said. So this is the negative thing, that they are still searching for a good solution. But actually, it's not really true, because they are already talking with Ripple and testing stuff out. So this is just to put there in the media that they still need time. This is what it actually means. The government and the BOE have not yet made a decision on whether to introduce a CBDC in the UK, and will engage widely with stakeholders to discuss the benefits, risks, and practicalities of doing so, the Bank of England said. They just want time, and they will release a CBDC. That is the only thing that means. Here we have Donald Trump claims Bitcoin is a scam, says it should be regulated very, very high. Fox Business interview. Now this is very hilarious. This is just Trump talking. He looks just very scared of Bitcoin, and that is just what this is. And he knows that Bitcoin is being controlled by China, and that is why he is saying this. Bitcoin, it just seems like a scam. I was surprised, with us it was at $6,000. I don't like it because it's another currency competing against the dollar. Essentially, it's a currency competing against the dollar. My opinion is that the currency of this world should be the dollar, and I don't think we should have all of the Bitcoins of the world out there. I think they should regulate them very, very high, but the currency should be the dollar. Now you can see that he is just very, very scared of the Bitcoin replacing the dollar, which is something that will never happen. So I don't understand why they are so against Bitcoin. Bitcoin can never be a payment system. It's too slow. It cannot handle all of these transactions. So we very much know that this will never happen. But we can have a digital dollar using XRP. So that's a very different thing, and that's what they're not talking about. Ripple accuses SEC of non-compliance in sharing XRP, Bitcoin, and Ether communications. Now we are getting very, very close to a decision with the SEC. It may take another couple of days and we will have maybe a decision. Because let's take a look. The SEC has repeatedly delayed its production while telling Judge Torres that the ordered discovery was irrelevant and needless, and asking the court to extend the discovery deadlines based inter alia on the fact that defendants have raised a number of concerns regarding the SEC's review and production of internal documents and communications. Responsive to Judge Nedburn's April 6, 2021 order, Ripple's defense attorneys wrote, the SEC cites its own delay as a reason for extending the schedule. The only way to solve this problem is with strict deadlines. So now we have a deadline. They have to give these documents by 11th of June. And this is what's going on right now. 11th of June. And many indicators say that 10th of June, XRP is going to fly. XRP is going to go very high because of several reasons. So I think it lines up just perfectly with what's about to happen. We are seeking documents exchanged between the SEC and third parties about Bitcoin and Ether, and why they are not securities, so that we can apply that to our own XRP, said Michael Kellogg, one of the attorneys representing Ripple at the April 6 hearing. Very, very interesting. This takes too much time. And this is just the SEC delaying the progress, because this is all planned, guys, and we know that this is all planned. It's just a big show. Here we have something very interesting. announcement, B-chip, microchip implant is now implementing Ripple payment system as the product. That means that microchip owners will not be needing to connect their microchip to their bank accounts anymore. Blockchain, XRP, Ripple. This is all done by Ripple. It's a payment product. You can implement a chip so you can pay. Isn't it the same thing as Amazon with the Palm? It's exactly the same thing happening. Now this is tweeted out by Mr. Poole and it's very interesting. Double digits or Roman numeral 20. What do you guys think? Now it seems that we will get a double digit number very, very soon. Very interesting. XRP is a gateway to higher consciousness, a wormhole between two worlds that leads you onto the path of light, the key to set you free. Now this is just very, very interesting because this is exactly what XRP is. It's just a bridge for the currencies like a wormhole. SEC Gary Gensler, chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission, speaks with WSGS about this policy making priorities. Let's see what he has to say.
Uses of these plans. These issues, I think, speak to the real confidence investors have in markets, that everybody, from a working family to big institutions to insiders, has a level playing field and the disclosure is in the market. And anytime we can increase investor confidence in the market, that's a good thing. It helps both investors, but it also helps businesses seeking to raise capital and grow and to innovate. I thank you. I look forward to Gene's questions.
You can see that they are looking for the interests of institutions and investors. Well, think about it. If Ripple is handling the payments, isn't that exactly what we need right now? Just to make a wire transfer, you're paying like 10% of the money that you're sending. It's very crazy. It's very expensive. It's not doable. So this is exactly what we need right now. Let's take a look at this. David Marcus, president of PayPal. Let's take a look what he's saying.
Can PayPal play nice with Bitcoin?
So I really like Bitcoin, actually. I own Bitcoins. But the point is, people are confused. They think, because it's called a cryptocurrency, people think it's a currency. And I don't think it's a currency right now. It's a store of value. It's a distributed ledger. And it's a great place to put your assets if you believe in it. Especially if you live in countries, take countries like Argentina, where you've got 40% inflation, not self-reported, but it should be in that range, where $1 today in a year is going to be worth 60 cents. And so it's a great place to actually store that asset because your government's currency is not, going to hold value. It's also a good investment vehicle if you have the appetite for the risk. But it's not a currency, and it won't be a currency until volatility slows down. Because today, if you're a merchant, traditionally, and you accept Bitcoin, and by the way, the vast majority of merchants accepting Bitcoins are basically selling ASIC rigs for miners to mine more Bitcoins. But traditionally, other merchants would convert the Bitcoin instantaneously to fiat currencies. And what that means is that it's not an effective currency because you exit the network the minute you have the transaction. So whenever it is, and whenever the regulatory framework is actually clearer, because we are a regulated company in a lot of places, so when the regulatory framework is actually clear and the volatility comes down, then we'll consider it.
So
exactly. Here is exactly what he says. So Bitcoin cannot be a currency. It is too slow. It's not made for making transactions at the moment. And that's why Ripple comes in. That's why XRP comes in. It's a very different thing. And I think even that governments do not understand that. Because look what Trump was saying. He was saying that Bitcoin, we can never use Bitcoin as a currency because the dollar has to be the currency. But you can't even use Bitcoin as a currency because it's too slow. It doesn't have the technology to use it. And Ripple does. Let's take a look here. Bitcoin is a scam.
You don't like Bitcoin? You wouldn't invest in Bitcoin? Do you invest in the stock market at this moment?
So not at this moment. I think it's high. So I have not invested in the stock market at this moment. I have in the past, but I have not at this moment. I think it's high.
Okay.
Bitcoin, it just seems like a scam. I was surprised. You know, with us, it was at 6,000 and much lower. I don't like it because it's another currency competing against the dollar. Essentially, it's a currency competing against the dollar. I want the dollar to be the currency of the world. That's what I've always said.
One last question.
You see, these governments, they don't even know what Bitcoin is. It's not even a currency, it's a store of value, which is a very different thing. XRP getting regulatory clarity due to the SEC lawsuit will go down in history as the second best thing that ever happened to the community. Best will always be Attorney Jeremy and Johnny Deaton joining the party. I absolutely agree with that. When we have that regulatory clarity, things will really move fast. So be ready, guys, because it's gonna go very fast. Ripple partner Naya making moves. Our acquisition will serve to replace these incumbents with modern solution that combines XRP's leading virtual card capability with Niam's advanced pay-in, pay-out and embedded foreign exchange capabilities. Now this is just another proof that we know that Ripple is being used by another big fintech company for actually solving these payment problems, which has a lot of friction and is so bad. Thank you for watching the video, guys. Do not forget to subscribe. See you in the next one. Cheers.